Yo, welcome back to this channel. I'm so happy and glad to have you back. Today's video is going to basically talk about the things that you need to consider or need to familiarize yourself with in order to start trading and be a successful one. This channel is basically going to be your guide as a new trader, because as I am a new trader and a beginner for that matter, the kind of mistakes that I made, I'm trying to correct anybody who is out there and trying to make embark on this journey. You're going to also encounter this kind of problems, and with this, maybe it can help you to make some correction. So kindly stick to me and let's go through this together. Right back after this. So welcome back, and the first thing that I want us to talk about is going to be a trading platform. And when I say trading platform, what do I mean? I mean, there should be a platform where you can analyze your trade and get to know that, oh yes, I'm done and I have a confirmation that I have to buy or I have to sell. And this trading platform is going to be what? Trading View. With a Trading View, it will help you to be able to analyze your trade, get to know that yes, at this point I've got all my confirmation and I'm now going to execute the trade. And why do you execute the trade? We are going to execute the trade either on MT4 or MT5. So these apps are the same, just that the MT4 is the older version of MT5, and they are still good to use. You can use any one of them. The one is just a preference, even though the MT5 has a whole lot of advantages over the MT4. Now, after this, you've analyzed your trade, you know where to execute your trade, but where are you going to put your money in order to help you to execute this trade? You need a broker, and the broker is going to serve as the middleman between you and the market, executing or helping buyers and sellers to execute their positions. And the broker that I will be comfortably to say out there is an Owanda, right? But personally, I'm trading Xness, and I'll put the link in the description just in case you want to follow my lead and use my broker. Now, the next thing I want you to do is what? Risk management. How do you do this? You've analyzed your trade. You are executing your trade on your MT5 or MT4 because you've deposited your money in your broker already. Now, how much are you willing to risk for this position that you're going to execute? And you need babypips.com, and whereby you go to position size calculator in order to calculate how much you want to risk. Don't worry if you're new to all of these. In future, we're going to make a video explaining all of this. Using baby pips and using position size calculator, you'll be able to know how much you are risking per trade in order not to feel emotionally damaged when the trade goes not in your favor. And as a beginner, I'll also urge you, because those are some of the mistakes that I was making. I'll enter a trade and I'll put a stop loss, but I don't put my take profit, thinking that I want to catch the whole move. Sometimes I can go to 1:2, 1:3, and refusing to close the trade will reverse and come and take me out, and I always lose on trade. So it's best as a beginner that you don't know what you are doing most. Try to take your profit at 1:2 or 1:3. Even the professional traders, they do take their profit on 1:2, 1:3. If you get this, you are good to go. But when we are beginners, we are so greedy to the extent that we want to catch the whole move, and at the end, the trade will always reverse on us and take us from our position. Now, next thing I want us to talk about is economic calendar. This is where you're going to read your news to get to know and add it to your planning when you want to execute a trade. Forex Factory personally is what I use to sometimes get to know the pending news and the effect. You can also read the effect of the news from this side, get to know the effect if the news comes out positive or it comes out negative. What are the implications? And based on that, if it aligns with your analysis, then you're good to go. If not, you advise yourself whether to either reduce your risk of a pending trade that you want to take. I once had a trade that I analyzed that I needed to buy, and I didn't check any upcoming news, so when I got my confirmation, I just entered the trade and I bought it. the trade was running smoothly in my favor. The next thing, news came and the trade reversed. So here the take home here is, if you got to know, you analyze your trade, you need to buy, and you check the news, and the news, if it goes not in your favor, is going to sell. Then it's either you know how to manage your trade, reduce your risk, or not take the trade at all in order to preserve your capital. So if you want to read any pending news to a trade that you want to take, then you can also go to Forex Factory, whereby you can read any news that you want from this website, Forex Factory. The thing that I want us to talk about is how to journal your trades. And not just your trade, but also your emotions. How do you feel before you take a trade? How are you feeling when you are already in the trade? And how do you feel right after the trade? Something that I read somewhere, they said there are always 3 outcomes for a presentation: how you prepare to deliver the presentation, how you actually deliver the presentation, and how you would have loved to deliver the presentation. So these are the things that you need to journal. And then mostly we learn from the outcome, the one that you would have loved to do, or the one that escaped you. And these are the things that we need to learn from. Is that okay? And if you don't journal the traits, if you don't journal your emotions, if you don't journal your outcome, your input, your entry, all this, if you don't journal them, how will you then learn from the mistakes that you made? So basically, these are the things that I want you to pay attention to whilst going into this journey with me. But Notion is what I use most to journal my trades. In future, I will make a video, or I will leave my template as well for you to also draft it the way that it will suit you. And the last thing, or last but not the least, is educational resources. What I mean by educational resources is you need to invest in yourself. Pay someone to teach you. If you don't have that money to pay someone to teach you what you need to know, you can go to YouTube. There are a whole lot of information, valid informations, different informations on YouTube. And as a beginner, we always end up losing it because they are valid, different informations. This trader is profitable and he's trading strategy A. Another trader is profitable, trading strategy B. And these videos are all on YouTube. And if you want to watch them, you get confused. So even if you want to do it on YouTube, get to know which one that you think suits you, whose trading strategy is something that works with you. Then stick to that and commit and practice with those things. And also, the last thing that I want to talk about is practicing your trading. Now you've read books about this trading, and now you want to execute, you want to practice it. I know as a beginner, they will tell you to use demo account, but I will tell you that demo account is good, but if you want to trade demo, I prefer you buy a challenge. Buy a challenge, and that, since that one too is a demo, and since they also have rules and regulations to how to trade that challenge that you bought, then it will help you shape you to be a better person of yourself. So buying a challenge and trying to practice whatever you are learning on that is much better than trading a purely demo account all by yourself, because with that you don't have any emotion attached to it. And if you're trading your own account too as a beginner, you have too much emotion attached to it, and when price is going to hit your stop loss, you either add more position or you watch it hit your stop loss. But if you go into your take profit, you would not wait for it to hit your take profit. By the end, you close your trade on the way. So please, as a beginner, I recommend you not to trade your own account. Don't trade your own funds. Right. I hope I left you better than I found you. Now, if you're a trader, if you're a new trader out there, kindly stick with me and let's do this together. If you have any doubts, any question, the comment section, I'll be there 24/7. Kindly leave anything that you have in your mind, bring it out, and let's discuss this together. Until next time, peace.